Cancer detection is one of the biggest crimes against humanity.
Oh boy. So this video has been sent to me several times already, and my opinion has been sought in it as a cancer scientist and an author and someone who writes an awful lot about cancer misconceptions. I've been asked to just break it down very quickly. And I'm going to give you a little bit of a spoiler. There's a lot of hot nonsense in this that is very, very dangerous, incredibly wrong, and staggeringly ignorant. So let's just jump into it, shall we?
It's illegal to treat cancer with any modality other than chemotherapy, surgery, or radiation.
This is complete nonsense. An oncologist can treat a patient with anything that works. Chemotherapy, radiotherapy, surgery, immunotherapy. But the caveat is it has to work. It has to have gone through independent clinical trials to validate its safety and efficacy. You can't just inject snake oil into someone and call it medicine. That would be a gross violation of medical ethics and probably illegal.
Follow the money. The average cost of cancer treatment is over $150,000. And the American Cancer Society was founded by none other than John D. Rockefeller in 1913. So clearly Rockefeller and his precedents were keen to keep the monopoly on the medical system.
So this is just a really dumb rehashing of a very old conspiracy theory. Firstly, there are more countries in the world than just America, and cancer is in every one of them. John D. Rockefeller didn't make that. The other thing is cancer is an ancient disease. There are ancient Egyptian papyruses from the Middle Dynasties explaining how to treat breast cancer. Cancer itself was named by Hippocrates, the father of medicine, because if you let a skin tumor grow too long, it looks like a crab trying to escape your skin, hence cancer. So this is a very ancient disease. We're getting more of it now because we're living longer. It's primarily associated with aging. So the idea that a bunch of men in the early 1900s manipulated cancer rates and made a business out of it is insulting, reductive, and shows someone does not know their history as well as doesn't know any medicine or science. So, double whammy.
We have invented the cancer detection in the modern world to tell people that they have cancer to use the cancerous treatments that they invented. How many of you know someone that died a painful or horrific death from the very treatment that they said that would save them? Because I know far too many.
The mantra that it's not cancer, it's the treatment that kills people is really common in alternative medicine circles, and it's complete and utter tosh. Unfortunately, cancer does kill a lot of people. We have incredible treatments that have made survival never better, yet people still unfortunately die. And there's always some ghoul from the alternative medicine community that will scare patients going, oh no, it's the treatment. No, it is not. Treatments can be difficult, but they are always, always, always better than the cancer itself, better than the odds you would have with the cancer itself. This kind of nonsense is what alternative practitioners like this person use to sell you snake oil. It's ghoulish. They don't have to prove their interventions work. Oncologists and medical scientists do. So this is a nonsense, and a sick one at that.
Cancer is an overload of toxins in the body. And many are made to believe that it's genetic, but it's actually environmental. It's mental, physical, and spiritual, and that is the root cause of cancer.
Cancer is most definitely not an overload of toxins in the body. Cancer is not one disease, it's an entire family of diseases, but they all have one thing in common: abnormal cell growth and a breakdown in cell signaling and proliferation. So things start growing where they shouldn't. This has nothing to do with an excess of toxins in the body, and in fact you'll find in the alternative medicine community, toxins are a random word. They stick in there because they don't actually understand anything about science or medicine. So no, this is absolute nonsense. Spiritual problems are not causing cancer.
Cancer treatment really comes down to removing mental, physical, and spiritual blocks in the body, learning to let go, learning to turn the page, because if you're holding on to emotions for a long period of time, you're creating a dis-ease in the body.
Yeah, so neither stress nor unresolved trauma cause cancer. Cancer is largely a stochastic or random disease. You can have cellular damage that maybe you get from exposure to carcinogens, but you may or may not develop it. What we do know is it's not caused by stress. This is a misconception. And also this mantra I find really patient blaming, because as I've done videos on saying this before, this basically makes cancer a moral failing. Cancer is a disease, not a moral failing. You don't get it because you're stressed or because you didn't deal with your trauma. You get it because you're goddamn unlucky. And this nonsense is not helpful. Nothing this person is claiming is new, clever, or correct. This is all recycled old hot garbage that has been said for decades by people that literally just don't understand anything about cancer and yet are arrogant enough to go and make recommendations that would actually harm patients and harm public understanding of science and health. And I just don't think that's acceptable. And the sheer numbers on that video are just depressing. Please, if you have questions about cancer, talk to your oncologist, talk to medical scientists, talk to medical doctors, talk to people that are actually qualified. And please don't take your health advice from random Egypts on social media. Please. Particularly not when their ignorance is so absolutely apparent. Thanks. I hope this was helpful.